But with the number of people that have been living from 1972 to now, I don't think we'll have a case of somebody retiring today and is not getting his entitlement. We don't have such case of over 12,000 people that have retired from PSN.
Okay, well, I guess the minister will be on the show very soon. And when he comes, we'll put the question to him. But let's move on to other things. Apart from this issue of superannuation, what else are the issues for the union?
There's a problem of gratuity. Everybody that works in Nigeria understands that you must get your gratuity. It's like being gratuitous, clearly. And the minister and probably those advising him now say that gratuity has been abolished by the Pension Reform Act.
When?
Of 2004.
When was the act?
2004.
2004.
And between that time and now, if you check all the banks that are going down all over, gratuity is not the same thing as pension, unless somebody does not know the meaning. And 2004 Pension Reform Act is clear. It's not Gratuity Reform Act. So it didn't even go to discuss gratuity.
Have you seen that act? Have you gone through it? You've read it,
yeah.
And there is no statement or clause in that act that says gratuity.
Gratuity is one-off payment. Pension is for life. The two you can't mix up together. And I want somebody to controvert this. It's not the same. And it has been there up to this moment. In all sectors. I'm not even talking of PSN alone. So the Pension Act of 2004 did not abolish gratuity. But they said they were not going to pay. We still have the issue of application of minimum wage in PSN. Up to now, nothing has happened.
What's the minimum wage in PHCN now?
The minimum of PSN varies.
What's the minimum? The barest minimum?
Some people receive less than 18,000 in PSN.
Some people
even with the 50% increment that was given?
The 50% increment is relative. It's a 2009 increment that they now implemented in 2012 without arrears.
With that increment, is there anybody still earning less than 18,000?
With that increment, it's not possible.
So that means that nobody is earning less than 18,000.
So what do you understand by minimum wage?
Minimum wage, according to the federal government of Nigeria, is 18,000 naira per month.
Yeah. And what is its applicability in other sectors? What is the relativity of minimum wage in sectors like maybe NNPC, Central Bank, and other places?
Well, that's why I asked you the question. Barest minimum.
Yeah.
The barest
and its applicability minimum in an industry. Because when the government says when the government says a standard,
yes,
a platform that it is 18,000.
Yes.
You go to every sector and look at how it affects you. Look at its relativity.
So when you say that, I'm beginning to wonder, do the people who work for PHCN go to a different market from the man who works for channel television?
I wouldn't know your salary. But
it's not about the salary. It is about if the government says the lowest paid worker in this country, whether you're a mechanic or you're a driver or you're a PHCN car engineer or you work for oil company, the minimum amount of money you should be paid is 18,000.
Yeah.
And if that is the case,
yeah,
it is expected that that 18,000 will do you some amount of good.
18,000 is not a static payment.
Is that what the PHCN staff are receiving, the lowest paid? Minimum. Is that what they're
Some
receiving?
were getting less than this.
No, after the 50%
50%, is it the minimum wage salary
50% increase in salary.
It's relative to PHCN.
Yes, in PHCN, when you add 50% of whatever the person is earning,
yeah,
how much does it come to?
It takes him above the minimum wage of 18, doesn't it?
What? I don't understand your concept of 18,000 minimum wage. 18,000 is the basic which the federal government provided for all industries, both in private and public sector.
That's true.
Below which they will not pay.
Yes, that's true.
Fine. It did not pay. Some people, some companies, their minimum in their sector.
We're not talking about some companies.
No, I'm telling you my sector. I don't collect from the civil service.
You are in PHCN.
Fine. So yes, I have to relate my salary based on what happens in PHCN.
Okay.
So PHCN, if you now say that PHCN government has approved 18,000, everybody in PHCN should approve 18,000. Then you have to bring us back to probably collecting our salary from federation account.
No,
if we collect it from our own internal.
Mr. Ajaero, let's get this straight. What we're asking you is the lowest paid member of staff in PHCN. Let's start from the security man to the
Messenger.
the messenger, does any of them earn less than 18,000?
A lot.
A lot.
Yes.
And you're absolutely crystal sure, because if you're telling us something you're not sure, you can say, I'm not sure. But if you say that is the truth.
What's the meaning of saying I'm not sure? I said a lot.
How
and
much
even at that,
are they earning? You're a union leader, you should know what your staff, your members are earning. Is there anybody earning 5,000 per month?
a lot
in
of them,
PHCN?
as at today, some PSN staff are earning 10,000.
And what were they earning before they got 50%
Those ones have
increase?
remained static even.
No, what were they earning before they got the 50%
increment?
increase?
The ones I mentioned to you that are earning 10,000 were earning the same 10,000. Nothing has happened.
Oh, they
to them.
didn't get the increase.
Why didn't they get the increase?
Yeah, because of the same government policy. They were, some of them were classified as either temporary, casual, even when we had gotten them to receive a regular letter regularizing them. They are still on that salary as at now, from February to date.
But we are also told that about 11,000 were converted from casual to
And
permanent.
still kept on casual salary. 5,000, 10,000.
So there are people who are earning 5,000 because
Today,
they're casual
yes.
salary. What are their roles? What job specification do they have? What's their
some of
job
them are even
designation?
engineers.
Engineers
How can
earning.
engineers accept 5,000
I'm
naira
telling you,
to
5,000
Ajaero?
Mr. Ajaero.
Well, you
Ah.
don't, you can't believe, if you believe or you don't, the facts are there. Engineers, accountants, some are marketers,
And they're
and
earning
graduates.
5,000
Mr.
naira
Ajaero.
a month.
I'm
Mr.
saying it
Ajaero.
on screen.
Mr. Ajaero, a worker has a choice.
Yes.
I have applied for a job as an engineer with NEPA. NEPA offers me 5,000 naira. I have a choice to turn the job down because I'm a qualified engineer.
Yes.
5,000 naira.
If I accept
I am
5,000
saying
naira,
on channels that some engineers, some accountants in PSN who were engaged either as contract or casual staff are earning 10,000
a month.
a month. And from
Okay.
February to date, when some of them got their letters regularizing them, they are still on that salary.
Oh, they are regularized as a permanent staff.
Fine.
and they're still on
And they're still on
5,000 naira.
5,000 naira. Okay, these
story-
are issues that we will have to take up with the. We'll have to take that up with the minister a bit later. But let me ask, for those who are permanent staff that have been given 50% increase in salary, for those of them, is there any of them that got the increase that is earning less than 18,000?